I'll be like, well, is it gonna just be... Sorry, I'm trying to think something over in my head out loud. Because Grandma Pokey here. You know, because I'm having trouble with the rear hub of my BMX bike. Because what's happening is the driver like slips every now and then. And I went to the Green Bay BMX Rider group on Facebook that I'm in. And went to them to see what was going on. And I explained what was going on, because what I told them what was going on was that the driver's slipping, you know, and I don't know what's going on because there's a lot of people that know a lot more about. I think I figured out where that trail goes. No, I don't know where that one goes actually. You know, so I explained what was going on, told them what's happening, you know, that it slips every now and then. You know, it slips every now and then. Oh shit. Yeah, so I figured out where that trail goes at when I stopped the last video before this one on. You know that I was on? It comes out right here. Called pay attention for a reason. You idiots are gonna have fun. It'd be cool if I could fucking 360 this bitch, but you know, with a derailleur. Because I was telling Dad before I bought the BMX bike, that I wanted to get another fat tire for cheap, you know, $400 or $500 or whatever. He's like, yeah. And I was gonna tell him that I was gonna have the bike shop take the derailleur off, all the shifting shit, and convert it to a single speed. He's like, why? I'm like, I tell him the bike shop, hey, keep that cassette, that derailleur and shifter, you know, the shifter up on the bars for me. And they're gonna be like, why? I'm like, because then I can have that as a backup for my bike if I, you know, need it. Like, okay, makes sense. You know, and they're like, then I know they're gonna ask, well, why are you taking the, you know, want to take the cassette and shifting off, you know, the shifter and the derailleur. You know, they're gonna be like, well, why are you wanting to take the shifter, the derailleur, the cable to connect the shifter to the derailleur? So it'd be taking the shifter off, taking that cable off with it, taking the derailleur off, and changing it to a single speed and keeping that 7-speed cassette, and keeping everything. I'm like, because, or I tell them, because I spent enough fucking money on this bike alone, you know, on both of my fat tires alone, that, you know, if the parts are universal, I'm gonna keep them universal. You know, I'm gonna keep the parts if I can use them on one or the other. You know, because then what I do is I'd switch tires. You know, put brand new tires on. Illegal parking job. You know, because then I tell them, if the fucking shifter's gonna, the shifter, the cable, and the derailleur are gonna work, or if everything's gonna work for other than the cable, because, you know, let's say the frame is a size medium instead of a size large. You know, the cable's gonna be shorter. You know, the housings, yeah, those would work, because you only need X amount of housing, you know, X amount of, you know, X length of housing between each thing, you know, because you only need, what, maybe 6 inches between the shifter and the frame, and then between the derailleur and the frame. You know, maybe, you know, between the frame and the derailleur, you know, that would probably be, I don't know, 5 inches, 4 inches. Something like that, I don't know. You know, so you maybe only need at most a foot of tubing, you know, and then trim it to fit. The cable is a different story, because, you know, so you take a cable that's like 5 feet or whatever in total length, brand new, you run it through the shifter, you know, run it through up here, because when you run a new cable for your, between your shifter and your derailleur, you know, a brand new one, you know, it's like 5-10 feet, so you feed it through the derailleur, because there's going to be a barb that's like fused onto the end of the cable that pulls it. You know, when you use the shifter, it'll shift the gear, you know, shift the gears. You know, also what allows the shifter to pull the cable is the barb on the end. So you put the barb on the, that's already on the end of the cable, through, you know, up inside the shifter on the bars, run it through, then when it comes out the end of the hose, run it through again. You know, if you have a bare section like how I do with this, you know, so between, I'll show you what I mean when I get down to the end. Okay. Here's the end of the trail. I'll pull off and got it away so people can get in and out. Okay, so, oh, I forgot there's a section here too. So, okay, so the cable goes in where the screw is here, where I'm pointing. Comes out over here where the hose is. Runs to this hose here. See, it comes out here. Runs through. Then you got the bare section of cable here. And you got a hose here that you hit, go through. So that's probably like 4 inches, 5 inches, something like that. You know, this hose here. Then a bare spot again, and then you get down to the wheel. My bike was being kind of weird, you know. So this is a large size large frame. You know, the size medium frame, which would be the next frame size down from this, because I picked, hey, nice vehicle. You know, because I picked the largest size I could get to give me a little more room, because I didn't like the length